Hey everybody, my name is Kartik Subramaniam. I'm a real estate entrepreneur here in Southern California. I'm the founder of a very large real estate education company. Absolutely love what I do. I have a passion for the business. I'm happy to have found it. Follow my journey here on YouTube.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. You know, one of my friends was just asking me if I wanted to have lunch, and I was telling him, no, I can't because I'm here recording some videos for the week. And his response kind of baffled me. He said, "You don't really have a real job, LOL, just come to lunch." And what's interesting about that is I think that a lot of people falsely believe that being a real estate agent or being self-employed is not like a quote real job. In fact, I was even talking to Wacko about that because he's also self-employed, and he was saying that a lot of people don't think maybe what he does is real work. And it's very interesting because you have a lot of, I think the public that thinks that realtors are, either A, kind of lazy, or it's not real work, or if you're self-employed, you have a lot of flexibility. You can leave and, you can come and go as you please. And while that might be true, as a self-employed person, you do have some element of control over your schedule. But now, being self-employed, what sucks is that you don't have one boss, you have 10 or 20 bosses or more in the event that you have a lot of customers. Our customers are our supervisors. Our customers hold us accountable. And what's very interesting about that is that you have a lot of people that will look at a real estate agent or look at somebody who happens to be self-employed and think they have all the flexibility in the world. But the truth is that the self-employed person actually has, in some ways, a lot less flexibility than someone that has a regular job. I'll put it to you like this. If you have a regular 9-to-5 job, just a regular steady job, most likely you come in the morning at 8, you go home at 5, and for most people that have real jobs, they don't have to think about work so much between 5:01 p.m. and 7:59 a.m. It's not really their job to think about work. But when you're self-employed, you are thinking about work most of the time, all the time. When you're at dinner, in the back of your mind, there's something you're thinking about something that maybe needs to get done or a call you need to make the next day. When you're at lunch, you're hurrying back because somebody may call you at the office, or when you're at lunch, you may have to take that call from a customer. So I completely disagree with the false notion that being a realtor is not a real job. It is a real job for those who treat it like a real job. But that's not just being a real estate agent. Frankly, that's in any self-employed profession. In fact, I was telling Wacko earlier, what time did you leave the studio yesterday? And he said he left, well past 9 p.m. How many people that have regular 9-to-5s regularly stay in the office till 9:30, 10, or even later? In fact, there's a very famous quote from one of Bill Gates' early employees that said she came into the office one morning at 8 to start her day, and she had to call security because there was someone sleeping in Bill Gates' office, and it happened to be Bill Gates who had spent the night at the office. So if you're self-employed, you know this, but if you're not self-employed and you're considering becoming an independent contractor or starting your own business, be prepared to grind it out and be prepared really to be a slave to your schedule. Your schedule is your boss. Your customers are your boss. In some ways, weirdly, your employees hold you accountable because if you don't make payroll every other Friday, that's kind of your responsibility being a business owner. Anyway, leave a comment below. Let me know if you're self-employed, if you've experienced friends of yours that say the same thing where you don't have a real job, so come hang out, come, stay out late one night because you don't have to get up in the morning for anyone. If you haven't connected with me on Instagram, I'd love to get to know you on and offline. We'll catch you on the next video. Leave a comment below if you can relate to what I just talked about. We'll talk to you on the next video. Thanks.